Jai Shri Mataji. Tutti insieme facciamo Namaskar, ci alziamo la Kundalini e ci diamo i 7 Bandhan.
Good morning, everyone. Jai Shri Mataji. All together, let's do Namaskar, rise Kundalini, and give ourselves 7 bandhans.
Portiamo ora l'attenzione dentro di noi e facciamo dei respiri lunghi e profondi.
Now, we bring the attention within us by taking long and deep breaths.
Mettiamo entrambi le mani verso Madre Terra e chiediamole di donarci tutte le sue benedizioni, tutto il suo amore. Ti prego, Madre Terra, donami tutta la tua compassione, tutta la tua pazienza e tutta la tua tolleranza.
Let's put our hands towards Mother Earth and ask her to give us all of her blessings, all of her love, all of her compassion, her patience, and her tolerance.
O Madre Terra, ti ringraziamo con tutto il cuore per aver creato con tanto amore e tanto distacco la natura intorno a noi e di farci gioire della sua bellezza. Ti prego, Madre Terra, donaci il tuo distacco e la tua bellezza.
Oh, Mother Earth, we thank you with the whole of our hearts for creating with so much love and so much detachment the nature around us and for making us joy of its beauty. Please, Mother Earth, give us your detachment and your beauty.
O Madre Terra, tu che lavori costantemente in silenzio per noi, senza mai lamentarti, ti prego, donami la tua creatività e il tuo silenzio. Ti prego, Madre, assorbi tutto il continuo pensare, assorbi tutto l'ego, tutto il superego, assorbi tutto quello che distrae la mia attenzione e fa che questa attenzione sia rivolta al presente, non al passato, non al futuro, ma solo al presente.
Mother Earth, who are working in silence for us without complaints, please give me your creativity and your silence. Please absorb all the thoughts in me, absorb all the ego and the superego, everything that detracts my attention. Make my attention go to the present.
Ora recitiamo lo sloka alla Madre Terra.
Now, let's listen the sloka to the Mother Earth.
समुद्रवसने देवी पर्वतस्तनमण्डले विष्णुपत्नी नमस्तुभ्यं पादस्पर्शं समश्व मे.
O Bhumi Devi, gli oceani sono le tue vesti e sei adornata dalle cime della montagna. Omaggio a te, amata consorte di Vishnu. Perdonami, ti prego, perché ti tocco con i miei piedi.
O Bhumi Devi, the oceans are your garments, and you are adorned with mountain tops. Blessed to you, beloved consorts of Vishnu. Forgive me, please, because I touch you with my feet.
Cantiamo il mantra Ashri Adi Bhumi Devi.
Let's say the mantra to Shri Adi Bhumi Devi.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Portiamo ora la mano sinistra sul ginocchio, mentre la mano destra rimane verso Madre Terra. Mettiamo ora la nostra attenzione sul Muladhara sinistro.
Now we can bring the left hand to the knee, while the right hand remains toward our Mother Heart, and we put our attention on the left Muladhara.
O Shri Ganesha, tu che sei formato dall'elemento terra, tu che sei l'espressione di nostra Madre Terra, ti prego, risveglia dentro di me il Muladhara Chakra e stabilizza in me tutte le sue qualità, tutti i suoi poteri, come la sua innocenza, la sua saggezza, la sua purezza, la castità, l'auspichevolezza. Risveglia in noi tutta la dedizione e la devozione.
O Shri Ganesha, who are formed by heart element, who are the expression of our Mother Heart, please awaken and keep in me all the qualities, all the power of Muladhara Chakra, the innocence, wisdom, purity, chastity, dedication and devotion.
Recitiamo il mantra Shri Ganesha e poi il Ganesha Tarvashirsha.
Now we say the mantra to Shri Ganesha and then the Ganesha Tarvashirsha.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Namaste Ganapataye Tvameva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi Tvameva Kevalam Kartasi Tvameva Kevalam Dhartasi Tvameva Kevalam Hartasi Tvameva Sarvam Khalvidam Brahmasi Tvam Sakshat Atmasi Nityam Ritam Vachmi Satyam Vachmi Avatvamam Avavaktaram Avashrotaram Avadataram Avadhataram Avanujanamavashishyam Avapashchatat Avapurastat Avauttaratat Avadakshinatat Avachordvatat Avadharatat Sarvato Mam Pahi Pahi Samantat Tvam Vangmayastvam Chinmayaha Tvam Anandamayastvam Brahmamayaha Tvam Satchidananda Dvitiyosi Tvam Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvam Jnanamayo Vijnanamayosi Sarvam Jagadidam Tvatto Jayate Sarvam Jagadidam Tvattashtishthati सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो अनलो अनिलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्वरं गणादिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादिं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारः परतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण ऋद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकार पूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपं बिन्दुरुत्तररूपं नादसन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निःसृतगायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदं च वरदं हस्ते बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पै सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणम् अच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्टियादौ प्रकृत्यै पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Guardiamo ora un estratto dal Ganesha Puja del 25 settembre 1999 svoltosi a Cabella Ligure.
Now, let's look at an excerpt from Ganesha Puja, dated 25 September 1999 in Cabella Ligure.
Today, we have gathered here to worship Sri Ganesha. You all know what a powerful deity he is. His power comes from his innocence. When we see small children, we automatically compelled towards them, and also we want to love them, kiss them, and be with us. And very innocent they are, extremely innocent. And when we worship Sri Ganesh, we have to know if we have been really innocent or not. Now, Sri Ganesha's another quality is that extremely obedient to Mother. He does not recognize even Shiva, Vishnu, anyone. To him, his mother is everything. So he can fight with his father Shiva, he can fight with anyone, because to him is complete obedience and absolutely quick, tatpara. He just quickly understands what is the desire of the mother and he works it out. His style is otherwise very innocent, simple, childlike, but his work is tremendous. Now these Ganas are also very innocent people, very innocent. But when told that you have to attend to a particular problem, they are extremely quick, they are very fast. The another thing with him is that he respects people who are chaste, who have chastity as the prime thing in their life. Chastity is very much worshipped by him. It's not only in women, but also in men. He expects chastity to be present. After getting realization, you should be absolutely chaste people. You shouldn't have your eyes roving along everywhere and sort of what you can call a very bad method of communicating with young women and young men and spoiling your chastity. Even your eyes should be clean. Even your thoughts should be clean. For that you should introspect and see for yourself what mistakes you are committing and what kind of a unchaste behavior you have. You have to correct yourself and ask Sri Ganesh to forgive you. If you ask for forgiveness, he can forgive anything. He is so innocent and beautiful that he forgives. But that is a very important thing. Our whole morality depends on our idea of chastity. We should be very chaste. So many religions have come and they have talked about chastity. But religions have become so useless now, have become without any basis, without any proper execution of what is written for them. They do all kinds of things and they call themselves Hindu, Muslims, Christians, all kinds of religions. Actually, the religions have failed completely. And that's why Sri Ganesha gets after them. Another thing about Sri Ganesh is that he is created out of the Mother Earth. He is absolutely created out of the Mother Earth. So, if he doesn't like people of some country who are doing black magic or who are doing fundamentalism and where people are also having very bad morals, he creates problems for them. What happens that he tells the Mother Earth to create the earthquakes. Earthquake takes place in places where there is no respect of chastity, also where there are fundamentalists and also where there are people who are worshipping the black magic. This kind of people are attacked by him through his mother. So the Mother Earth also understands. Now we had so many earthquakes, one in Turkey, one in Taiwan, but not a single Sahajogi has died. So he protects them. He has discrimination, and only such people who are of this kind, he tries to destroy them. And he has destroyed many like this even before. Also, he is the Mother Earth's powers he has got is that he is magnetic. He attracts people towards himself. People take to him very easily as we take to children very easily. So that is magnetic power that he has got within himself. Now you will be surprised, this magnet exists also in the birds, also in many animals, but especially in the birds. That's how they can follow direction where they have to go. They are flying from, say, Siberia all the way, flying to Australia. How do they fly? And again they come back to the same. It also is in the fishes. Fishes also are found, say, in the waters which are coming from some hills. So they come to the plains for some time, and again God knows how they go back to their own place. So to going back to the own place is only possible if there's a way of knowing the direction. But they know the direction. They have a sense of direction. Also they are bound by their own qualities. For example, a snake will be a snake, dog will be a dog, and a lion will be a lion. But human beings have perhaps all the animals within them. So they could be anything, you can't say, and they are too cunning to admit that they can be anything. And once they become anything like that, you are amazed how these people can be of such a low level when they are human beings. But it is so, because Ganesha has not been respected in their lives, so they can go to any level, any place. Another example, I will give you a very big earthquake we had in India, Latur. In Latur, this was the 14th day of Sri Ganesh, where they take Sri Ganesh and put it in the sea or in the water of a river. So there in Latur, these people have been having a nice statue of Sri Ganesha. Before the statue they dance, and they have now started playing very dirty, very bad, very bad music from some very funny films or something. It's so bad that you just can't bear it. Very bad, and that upsets Sri Ganesha. So like that they were doing to this one statue that they had, and they were dancing before it. But when they put the statue in the water, they came back home and they got drunk. And when they got drunk, they started dancing with that drinking and saying Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh. At that time, the earth moved, and the earthquake took away all of them inside the earth itself. They all disappeared into earth. Apart from that, there were many others also who were doing this kind of thing, were taken into the Mother Earth. And our ashram was there, a kind of a center. And around the center, there was a very beautiful land, but it did not touch that land. Around it, about at least quite a long distance, a big gap came in, and there was a opening in the Mother Earth all around the center. And nobody was harmed. They were all at home, they were all right, but this happened that our ashram was not at all touched. And this is how they saved the ashram, and not a single Sahajogi died. It is really very remarkable how the protection is given by Sri Ganesh and his Ganas. So we must respect his Ganas. Very important is to see that they are all around within us. They are acting within us. They see us, what sort of person you are. And in case you try to dislodge Sri Ganesha by your misbehavior. They try to see that you again go back to normal. They give you a chance many a times, but even then you go on with your cunning and ideas about your ego. You are very badly hit by him, and that is the biggest, I should say, calamity for you people. So you must worship Sri Ganesh, but I always say don't worship every Sri Ganesh which is being created by those, we can say, artisans. Because God knows what sort of artisans they are. For money's sake they might be making Ganeshas, and they might not have got any idea of chastity. Such people make these Ganeshas, and then you worship those Ganeshas. So we are not at all helped by this. So best is, that's why Muhammad Sahib has said, don't do any worship of any idol. Because these idols are created by human beings who are not authorized to do that. They are not Swambhus, they are not created by the Mother Earth, but are copied by people who are just wanting to make money out of them. So no photograph of real Sri Ganesh so far. There are 8 Sri Ganeshas who came out of Mother Earth. I have seen them. But in those places, the pujaris, the people who are the priests, are horrible, horrible people. I went to one of them and he said, I am getting asthma, I am getting paralysis. How is it? I am worshipping Sri Ganesha. My forefathers have worshipped Sri Ganesha, and how he is doing this. I said, you just introspect yourself. What kind of a life you lead? What do you do? Are you really worthy of Sri Ganesha's pujari? And then he realized it. I said, I will cure you now, it's all right. But afterwards, you see to it that you become an innocent personality. Try to lead an innocent life, not of outwitting another and being very cunning and clever. Sri Ganesha's troubles are really, I can't count them even, how much it can hamper, how much it can give you trouble, how much it can take you nearer to your death. He is so powerful, because all his energy is for the divine work of his mother. All his energy. He doesn't do anything, he doesn't want anything. Just all his energy is for that. And he's asking for what is simple, what you can call mudaka, a kind of a thing they make out of coconut. That's what he eats. His body is so supple and so powerful that he can move mountains after mountains. With his simplicity, with his sweetness, and with his innocence, he can really change people. People who are very hard, very harsh, can be changed. The Mother Earth. We don't understand the value of Mother Earth. Actually, in Indian culture, it is that when you are getting up in the morning, you must say Namaskar to the Mother Earth, because saying that I bow to you, O Mother Earth, because I am touching you with my feet. Such respect you have for Mother Earth. Then you won't exploit it. You won't have today's problems of pollution and this and that. It all comes out of our ignorance that Mother Earth is the mother of Sri Ganesh, whose chakra we have got as Muladhara. If you understand this, we'll be able to understand what is to be done. The Mother Earth itself we should look after. We can glorify her, we can beautify her, we can do all kinds of things, but the way we are exploiting the Mother Earth is a wrong idea. It's very wrong because it is harming us with pollution. To cut down the trees, to cut down everything that mother has produced, and just to use it for money is a very wrong thing. One should think about it, and when you cut one tree also you should put another one there. That is the beauty of the Mother Earth. All the greenery, everything is the beauty of the Mother Earth. Many people have no interest in the gardening or in the nature, no interest. I don't know how they live, but they do without taking any interest in the gardening or in the nature. Nature is so beautiful. It's just look at the nature. It is never smelling, it's never dirty. Every leaf is so organized that it should get the sun rays. There's no quarrel about it. They are so well organized, everything. It's so beautiful. And it is never destroyed also by any animals. You'll be amazed. The animals also don't destroy. At the most they might eat some grass or something. But normally animals do not destroy any tree, do not destroy anything as we destroy the Mother Earth. For our own use, we use it. Whatever may be the cry for this, we have to understand that we have to respect the Mother Earth. Mother Earth is the mother of Sri Ganesha, who is our, we should say, the eldest Sahajogi. He never had to take yoga, but he is in yoga all the time. He's the greatest yogi we have, and the way he is doing right things all the time. He never does anything wrong, never. And he is so capable of getting to the position of any great deity that is possible. I would say he is the greatest deity we have, and we should really worship him. Through him, all deities are worshipped and are made happy and blissful. So this is today's thing was that I was just thinking that nowadays in modern times, how we have become shameless, how we have tried to put our chastity for a kind of a honor. If we have any honor, you will have chastity. But you are dishonoring yourself and you think you have been very, very smart and modern by becoming so sinful. All this sinful act that is going on in these modern times is absolutely wrong, and it should be completely, we should abhor it. Should go nowhere near, because that's all wrong, and that's how Sri Ganesha gets angry. Decency is very important in understanding what is our important basis is our chastity. Ganesha has appeared in Australia as Uluru. It's a very big mountain which looks like Sri Ganesh. It has a very big also a trunk going down. The vibrations itself will prove that it is Sri Ganesh from the Mother Earth. He has appeared in many places, Sri Ganesh, not only there. But there I felt is the really the source of vibrations. That's what is. And in Australia, I thank him that because of him only Sahaja Yoga has worked so well and so easily. And government also has never troubled us, or there has been no problem with them. I don't know what is helping them, but perhaps it is the Sri Ganesha as Uluru, which is protecting Sahaja Yoga there and is growing so well. In the same way, everywhere, wherever you may be, Sri Ganesha should be worshipped and you will be helped out and out. Miraculously, you will be helped miraculously. But first do something about our chastity, which is Sri Ganesha. May God bless you.
Ora portiamo la nostra attenzione sul Sansrara. Madre, ti prego, vieni nel mio Sansrara e illumina ogni petalo di questo chakra. Tu che sei la deità che risiede nel Sansrara, ti prego, donami la completa unione con te. Fammi percepire le vibrazioni fresche e donami lo stato di Nirvichara Samadhi.
Now we take our attention to Sahasrara. Mother, please come to my Sahasrara and enlight every petal of this chakra. You are the deity residing in Sahasrara. Please give me the complete union with you. Let me feel the fresh vibrations and give me the state of Nirvichara Samadhi.
Mantra Ashri Nirvichara Samadhi.
Mantra at Sri Nirvichara Samadhi.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvichara Samadhi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Meditiamo per qualche minuto in completo silenzio.
Let's meditate for a few minutes in complete silence.
Per concludere questa meditazione cantiamo tutti insieme i 3 grandi mantra del Sansrara.
The 3 great mantras.
Mahakali
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا